Now, Van, you do spend a lot of time, threading the middle and trying to unite people. But there are those who really accuse you of being a political opportunist, a chameleon, so to speak, who provided a racial cover for former disgraced, twice impeached President Trump. You said this, and I quote, "Donald Trump, and I get beat up by liberals every time I say this, but I'm going to keep saying it. He has done good stuff for the black community, opportunity zone stuff, black college stuff. There's a side to Donald Trump that I think he does not get enough credit for." Yet, just recently, you cried on CNN when Joe Biden was elected the 46th president, and you said, "It's easier to be a parent now. Character matters now. Truth matters." You even mentioned George Floyd and said a lot of people felt they couldn't breathe. People in the black community don't trust you anymore. What is your response?
Well, I don't think that's true. The entire quote I said was that Trump.
All right, Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushua, Ba'Hashem, Rakakadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone. Salutations to all the brothers and the few sisters out there, onto the Israelite foreigners from the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Shalom in the Hebrew, which means peace. It's a quick show through the spirit. Seeing this guy, Van Jones, all right, this coon, getting called out in an educational way, so to speak. And they didn't show his defense and all that, but it showed you how wishy-washy he is. And just by his track record alone. Now, that's the same man that was under Obama, and then he was with Trump, and he was crying when Trump got into office and praising Trump. And then he cries again praising Biden, talking about now he can live and such and such. But what that shows us, and we all knew from the very beginning, the bigger picture, there's a lot of sellouts in Israel. There's a lot of men, women that pretty much sold their people out just for a few moments of bliss, a few moments to be ahead. And I was like I was saying yesterday at camp, all these people are seeking power. All right, we're not talking about power or money. We talking about literal power over your soul. And these people that sold out, they think that they're gonna achieve the same thing as Esau, the so-called white man, how he's gonna achieve it. All right, and that's why he's being called out, and that's why all these celebrities right now, and this is the time we're seeing all those years of people being famous, people you got your riches of this world, and you want to keep your face in the loop. This is where you have to pay the ultimate price. See, the fancy cars and the fancy houses, the riches, the shoe deals, the movie deals, any sort of entertainment. There, you was around, but this is where the buck's at, because he's one of many that people are watching and saying, you know what, I can't trust them. And then they're gonna use your favorite celebrity, your LeBron James, your Jay-Z's, your everybody, to ultimately get you to get that chip. All right. And Van Jones, he's not a celebrity to that status. However, it shows you how wishy-washy he is. And you can never trust a man that's wishy-washy like that. All right. And he proves it. He's one of the main people where, when you look at the bigger picture, he's always flip-flopping on everything. So one minute he's a Trump supporter, the next minute he's a Biden supporter, and people can see it. All right, and it shows how you Negroes are Latinos. There was another guy, I don't know what his name was. I was watching the news, and he was holding his two hands up like a weight and talking about, look, you people got two options. Either you're gonna get the virus, or you're gonna get the vaccine. Either way, you should get the vaccine. Like he was, I guess he's supposed to be a familiar face of of Ephraim and all, but it shows you where their mindset is at and where people really sees them. This is why the Lord said, I'm gonna go to the straight to the scripture. This is why the Lord said what he said about his own people. All right. And we have like a history of our own people doing the most vilest things that you could ever think of to appease somebody else. St. John's 8:44. It says, ye are of your father, the devil, and the lust of your father you will do. And that's what you see. And this is why people can't trust these celebrities, these leaders, these supposed leaders. You can't trust them because they're not trustworthy. They're quick to throw anybody under the bus. All right? And here it is, this man. It don't matter who's in office. They all have the same agenda. And you part of the same agenda. Like, for example, another example, you have Dr. Death speaking of how a black woman, I believe her name is Kizzy something, and she was the head of the vaccine, so people should take it because a black woman is the one that was that was ahead of it. That's after the lust of Satan, man. That's what they're doing. All right, you got a lot of sellouts in Israel, man. A lot of sellouts, man. Those that know and those that don't know, they're all selling out. And it says, he was a murderer from the beginning and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. So these people are doing the same act. All right. And that's what you're actually seeing, a whole bunch of people that's supposed to be looking like you, selling you short just to be appeased to this world, man. It's a damn shame, man. Since I'm here, St. John's 11:28. No, I'm sorry, it should be 48 probably. Yeah. St. John's 11:48 to the point. Matter of fact, 47. Then gathered the chief priests and the Pharisees a council and said, what do we, for this man doeth many miracles? If we let him thus alone, all men will believe on him, and the Romans shall come and take away our place and nation. So the chief priests, the nobles at the time that was in power because of the Romans, they didn't want to give up that seat. They didn't want to give up that power that they had. So they feared the fact that it was going to be taken away from them. And this is what we are seeing with Jake. Jake don't want the little power that they have with Esau right now. They don't want to lose it. All right. That's why this guy is jumping around. Matter of fact, there is a scripture. Hold on. What is it? What's it? It says, not a double-minded. Change. Meddle not with someone has changed. Let me see, Meddle. Huh. Okay. Just look up the word change. Van Jones. That guy's a clown, man. Freaking clown. Says, is it Proverbs? I know it's in Proverbs. Right. Proverbs 24:21. My son, fear thou the Lord. And that's one thing that you're not seeing from these people. Right now I'm watching the Super Bowl. A lot of people that was once part of this world, you remember their faces, familiar faces. And they continuously do what they're doing. You haven't seen them in a while. So in your mind, you're like, oh, snap, this is such and such. And not knowing that these same people, the position that they was at the time that made them who they are, because they coming out the woodworks now because they want to continuously live that lavish lifestyle. Another example is Lupe Fiasco. All that consciousness that he was saying in all his albums, Then he turns around and tells people, you better take the vaccine. All right? But there's no fear of the Most High in these people. He says, and the king and meddle, oh, sorry, I spelled it wrong, sorry. Meddle not with them that are given to change. So when you see a man that's double-minded, like it says James, the first chapter, like Van Jones, one minute he's against the establishment, next minute he's for the establishment, because if it's fit the narrative. Everything about this world is fraudulent. These people are all in agreement with the serpent. All right, this is why they change. Whenever the serpent changes, they do the same thing. Matter of fact, Matthew's, is it Matthew's 26? I believe it's 21. Right. Matthew 6:24. No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to one and despise the other. Ye cannot serve the Most High and Mammon. And a lot of these people have made their alliances, man. This is why 2/3 of the nation of Israel is going to be put to death. All right? This is exactly why. And that's why the Lord, matter of fact, I'm going to end it off on this. Zephaniah 1. Right. Zephaniah 1:12, it says, and it shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles and will punish the men that are settled on their lees. All right. And the lees is a bottle. Is the bottom of a bottle. When somebody strong drink, and settling on their lees is talking about the luxury that they have. All right, so the Lord's gonna search out with candles, and the candles represent who? The prophets. All right, the men of the Lord. All right, and we have the light, and we, like the scripture says, you are the light of the world. Okay, a light that is hidden cannot be lit. All right, you can't. So we are exposing the wickedness of the people. All right. We're telling you who's a sellout, who's not a sellout, and so forth. And it says, and here's the point, and that say in their heart, the Lord will not do good, neither will he do evil. And that's what they say. They made their choice. All right. The choice is me. They made their choice. They choose this world. So now people is realizing these people are not for my benefit. All right, they're with the enemy. It says, therefore their goods shall become booty, and their houses desolation. They shall also build houses, but not inhabit them, and they shall plant vineyards, but not drink the wine thereof. All right, and that's what's going to happen. All these sellouts amongst our people are going to be put to death, and all that luxurious lifestyle that they once had is going to fail them miserably. All right. It says the great day of the Lord is near. It is near. Hasten greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord, the mighty men shall cry there bitterly. And a lot of people are going to suffer for the things to come, man. So with that being said, it was something real quick to the spirit. Shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom.